Hey y'all, it's your girl Andrea. I'm recording on my phone because I'm at work. I wanted to do a come to work with me vlog. Baby, I got here and it was a whole mess. When I say a hot mess. So I got here at 11 and they were like, y'all just have a seat. We don't know where we're gonna sit you. Okay, bam. So it might just me and my husband sitting there. Normally it's like 15, 20 CNAs. It's just the two of us. We sat, and at like 11:40, she was like, did you forget you got these two sitting here? She was like, nah, I'm really just trying to play my cards and see what's gonna be the big situation for us for the night. I was like, well, if y'all are, because I started feeling like it's some BS. So I was like, well, if y'all don't have nowhere for us, don't worry about it, we can go home. Because mind you, I'm starving. I'm trying to buy something at the vending machine right now because I'm starving. So I'm like, it's all good. I was like, no, we should try to see what's gonna be the best thing. Y'all, they put me on the bill. There were 22 residents. 5 time checks, meaning I had to check on them and document on them every 15 minutes. I've never been on this unit before. I have a nurse who's never been on this unit, who's never worked nursing home. She's only worked hospital. They floated her tonight for the first time. She's never worked nursing home, y'all. Just know, your girl is pissed. Your girl is pissed. But I'm gonna break it all down to you. Then I'm gonna make it worse. At about 1:45, I'm doing my rounds. One decides to fall. Y'all, when I say I'm pissed, just know I'm pissed. Stay tuned. I'll be back to tell y'all how this garbage shit progresses. Bye. Yeah, there's 23 residents instead of 22. 13 on one end, 10 on the other. So I'm just making sure everybody's in bed and breathing. And that's it. Okay, y'all. I ain't gonna be on here long because my battery is about to die. Not my battery. I see my storage is almost full. I'm tripping. Listen, it's 7:18 a.m. I'm in the car. I'm headed over to my husband's building to pick him up. But let me tell y'all how they really tried to play me last night. So I already was feeling some type of way because this is gonna turn into a whole story time. So today is Tuesday. Sunday night when I got to work, the scheduler said, I'm gonna give you an easy night. They was like, you come in here almost every day, and I know we wearing you out over there in building such and such. And I was like, it's cool, just whatever. She's like, where you want to go? Like, giving me an option to choose. I understand what agency is, honey, and no, I'm not gonna be one of them people that's complaining. I'm not gonna be, just don't play with me. Don't give me an unsafe assignment, and just don't be on no mess. So she sent me to a building to do a one-on-one. I've been on that one-on-one last week, so I was like, cool. I knew I could get some editing done. I could just kind of chill. So, mind you, I wasn't editing nothing. I'm just sitting there chilling. I had been there like an hour and a half. Yeah, got there at 11. No, I'm lying. Probably at about 1:15, the nurse on the unit came and got me and was like, hey, Andrea, it's gonna be some changes. We haven't had a CNA on the floor since this shift started. Hold on. At 1:15, y'all decided we need a CNA on the floor. They moved me and put a direct care worker on the one-on-one. Duh, that makes sense. They can't do all the patient care and all the things that I can do, so it makes sense to put them where they can do what it is they're able to do. So I was not even tripping about being moved. I was more so pissed off because, nigga, y'all, I'm sorry. Y'all knew y'all didn't have no CNA on the floor all that time. 2 hours and some change. Why would you wait and come and get me knowing the mess I'm finna walk into? Y'all, I get over there. I got beds
that's not just full of urine, they're full of feces. I'm talking about not the brief, not their pants, not just their pads, their top, the blanket, the flat sheet, the flat sheet and fitted sheet covered in BM. It looked like some of those residents had been in that BM since they went to bed after supper. That's why I was pissed, because you talking about you gonna give me an easy night. Do I look like I care about an easy night? I don't care about no easy night. I wish they'd have put me on the floor from the jump so I could have had my people together. Because when I come in, I go in, I lay eyes on every one of my people. I assess everything and everybody. No, I'm not a nurse, but I do an assessment. I've taken enough courses to know. I know how to do a full assessment. I worked with some amazing nurses who have shown me and taught me so much. I know how to insert catheters, in and out catheters. I know how to do a whole lot of stuff. But I'm a CNA, and that don't bother me. So I do. Everybody, especially the people that have to physically touch, I almost do a head to toe assessment on them, because what's not gonna happen is it's a bruise, it's a mark, it's something on them, and then you try to say, no point am I comparing myself and my knowledge to the knowledge and the capabilities of a nurse. I would never. I'm not a nurse. I don't portray myself to be. I don't tell that lie. Their responsibility and their role is so much greater than mine. But without CNAs, without the techs, we make it easy when we do our job. Excuse me. When we do our job properly, we do make it easy. So anyway, I like I said, I do an assessment. Well, I go in there and I'm assessing the situation. First of all, I'm on the floor by myself. I have a full unit by myself. I'm overwhelmed at this point, because why didn't nobody say something? Like, y'all could have put the nurse on the one-on-one and put me on the floor. Like, anything. Don't sit and let it be a mess and then be like, oh damn, we're gonna have to move you. I didn't care about being moved. I don't mind working the floor, because that gives me my freedom to move around. I would rather be on the floor than a one-on-one just sitting, waiting on somebody to come relieve me. I got to stick my head out the door and hang out for an hour just to get a relief to go to the restroom. So I'm not one of those people. I don't mind working the floor, because I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna get my people together, I'm gonna assess. Let me slow down, because I'm aggravated. I'm gonna go in there, assess the situation, get my people together, and I'm going to chill. Period. So anyway, that happened to me on Sunday night. I got one person up, and he was my time check. He was capable of falling out the bed, and when I got there, he was upside down in the bed, so I went ahead and got his tail up. So boom, fast forward to Monday night. I go, they send me over there. Like I said, I think I told y'all at the beginning, they were like, we're gonna send you, we don't know what we're gonna send y'all, because we gotta see what's gonna be best suited for what. Like, now y'all really playing the game. But okay, cool, whatever. I ain't even tripping. I get over there, and I know I said 22 residents. It was 23 residents. 23 residents. And I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had 8 check-in changes. Mind you, the whole building should have been check-in changes, because it was only maybe 3 or 4 that actually got up and went to the bathroom. Everybody else had pull-ups on. I don't know why y'all still was wet in the freaking bed, which was like so. Anyway, make them all a check-in change at this point. So the girl, I'm flustered because they don't really tick me. So the CNA supervisor is the one that met me at the door, and she was like, hey, you can come on in, you're gonna be upstairs or whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. I go upstairs. She was like, You the only one gonna be up here, so don't be thinking it's gonna be nothing else. This is what it is. Boom. You gotta get this person up, change that person, don't get them up, get them up, get them up, get them up. Oh, by the way, he is a 2-person assist. She a 2-person, it was all women. She a 2-person assist. She a 2-person assist. That's her wheelchair over there, and that's her wheelchair over there. And make sure when you get her up, you put a brief and a pull up on her. And did you hear you? Let me see. Let me see if you comprehended what you said, or am I slow? You gonna be up here by yourself. Get all these people up. They are 2-person assist. Just somebody come in the comments and tell me where that made sense. I don't know who watching me that's a CNA or working in the medical field in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Somebody please chime in and help me understand. So then, I'm hearing her. All I'm really trying to do is know who I need to check, who I need to change, who I need to do whatever. I ain't getting nobody up. If they cannot get themselves up, I'm not getting them up. Period. I ended up getting one of them on accident. But anyway, she gonna say, so that this morning she come up there and she just sitting there just looking at me. Well, I'm looking back because, excuse me. So the CNAs came in for today and was like, they was like, who was with you last night? I said I was by myself. She was like, oh, okay. You ain't getting nobody up. I said the people that are up is who got up. You see who up? Like, don't ask me nothing stupid. You clearly can see. So then she was like, the other aide, which was gonna tell them. She told her to get all them up. I looked at them and smiled and said, have a good day. Have a good mother-loving day. I'm out. Because I'm back at 3 o'clock for a double. If you thought for 10 seconds I was getting all them people up by myself, y'all must not know. And you can go and turn me into the DON. You can go and tell anybody you want to tell. At the end of the day, y'all the ones out here assigning these unsafe assignments. I wasn't gonna make it more unsafe by putting myself in harm's way. They're gonna stay in the bed. Since it's 3 of y'all tag team them. They dry, and most of them was dressed. All y'all had to do was stand them up, pull their pants up, and put them in the seat. I dressed them for y'all. I changed them. What y'all want me to do? Cook all the food, lay the platter out, and feed you? Please, miss me with that. Miss me with that. Y'all, I'm so aggravated. I don't even know what to do. I'm so aggravated. This shit, like, aggravated ain't even the word. Aggravated is not even the word for what I am. But anyway, like I said, my storage is almost full. We're gonna talk. Oh, my husband is not coming out this building fast enough for me, honey. He about to have to find a ride home, because guess what? I'm back at 3 o'clock and he is not. So I'm gonna pick y'all back up later, but just know. Okay, good morning, y'all. It is April the 30th. It is 7:24 a.m. I just left my building. I'm actually at the building that my husband worked in last night to pick him up. We have a mandatory meeting this morning for our agency CNAs, and so it's at 7:45. Yesterday, so I talked to y'all yesterday morning when I got off. I was a little aggravated with the assignment that I had received the night before. I went home. I laid down at 10:45. At 10:45, I was mad. I was slamming my cover down because I was irritated. My alarm went off at 12:45. I got up at about 1:15. I was late for work because we left late. So they know if I'm doing a double and y'all, I don't get out of here, we don't get out of here on time, don't expect me to be back here at 3 o'clock. I don't live up the street. So anyway, I got here at 3:30. It was cool, no biggie. Kay and I worked together, so that was cool. We worked on the same floor, and shoot, that was gravy. That was gravy for real. I had 7 residents, she had 10. I gave her the option, the male side or the female side, because it was a co-ed building. She chose the males because she's had the males before. I was happy because I've had the females and I've never had the males, so that was perfect. But of course we did work together, got everything done. She got off at 11 and went home. My husband came in at 11, so now me and him going to this meeting, we're going home. So the 3 to 11 was gravy. She called me and was like, hey, Andrea, do you want to stay where you are for 11 to 7? I was like, yeah, that's fine. She called me back and she's like, they already got somebody scheduled for that spot. Do you want building such and such? No, ma'am. That is the building I was on the night before with the unsafe assignment. They had an abundance of they had a million aides last night. So last night probably would have been good, but I did not know that we had so much staff at the facility last night. Like, they were overstaffed. And the one thing about them, they don't send people home from the looks of things. They just try to place you and they let you work with 4 or 5 aides. So she asked me if I wanted a building that was on early in the week that I actually had got a bad assignment on, but I still took it because I prefer that building over the other one, because I'm familiar with it. Whether the assignment is bad or not, I'm familiar, and it's easier to do what you know. So I chose that. I end up on a one-on-one. Their staff CNA supervisor was there. He is amazing. So I've only worked with him once, and so but the vibe was on point. He was cool. My husband's worked with him. They're cool. Anyway, that was cool. I got over there, and when he saw me, he was like, you already know where to go. And so I just busted out laughing. I was like, that's what's up. So I had a chill night. I needed it after I got that 2.5 hour nap. I was so sleepy, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna close my eyes. I ain't gonna lie, I really tried to take me a nap last night. Could not for anything. I could not for nothing. Could not take a nap. And I really was like trying to, and could not. So that was crazy, because he'd already was like, we are overstaffed. One of the girls came and got me, and she was like, hey, you want to go on break? We never get a break on a one-on-one. She was like, girl, they sent me over here later. She was like, she's like, it's 5 of us. Normally it's just 3. She was like, it's 5 of us tonight, so if you want a break, take a break. And so I did. I went to my car, got me a snack, went to the bathroom, and then I went on back in. When I got back in there, how about this baby was over there snoring? I thought it was my patient. It was her. So I sat down. I was scrolling on my phone. She didn't even know I was in there. Baby girl was knocked out and snoring. I was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, last night was super chill. I did edit a video. It will go up today. So yeah, my storage is about full. I had like 3 minutes. So I'll save that 3 minutes to tell y'all about this garbage meeting. I will see y'all after the meeting.